Hello, my lovelies, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. This is going to be your September reading. It is individual readings, but we are time stamping them in the comments, so check those out. We're going to go in order: Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So find your timestamp and watch accordingly. We are starting with Virgo. Let's see what we've got going on for you for September. It is, after all, Virgo season. Virgos, I have your monthly spread is already up, and that one is just for Virgo. I try and do those for each individual 12 zodiacs during your season so you know what's happening. So think of it as like an additional bonus. This one's going to be your month of September reading, so both might fit. One might resonate more than the other. Check that one out. It's in the monthly playlist. Okay, let's see what we've got going on from the zodiac moon for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going to be their focus point for the month of September? There it is. Ooh, Moon in Pisces, wonder. This is an indication that it's time for you to follow your dreams. I feel like you maybe have put those on the back burner for some reason, but I feel like Spirit is wanting you to dream bigger than you ever have, almost with a little bit of delusion. And I wouldn't normally advise for that, but it's like Spirit wants you to actually like take a giant leap forward, and in order for you to do that, you've got to start dreaming again. Your dreams could also be telling you things. So, we always say that if you can remember it when you woke up, it was more likely a message than just a dream. Write those things down. You never know if Spirit's trying to give you some messages for you in another form. All right, your present moment is Temperance. So at the present moment, you're going to need to try and find some balance in your life. I feel like that's something that could be a bit of a challenge for you, but it shouldn't be. Maybe you need to restructure some things. Maybe there's some things you need to let go of that aren't working so well, but finding or creating that balance in your life is going to be helped by divine intervention and guidance. So Spirit is showing that you definitely need to dip your toe in the water, and that you need to find that balance, and sometimes it starts from within. So your present moment is finding, creating, or restoring the balance. Your challenge this month is love, stability, and love. I feel like commitment could also be something that you're a bit fearful of, but at the same time, I feel like you really desire that. So this is offering you the stability that you're looking for, as well as the commitment. It's a solid foundation, so it's something that you can build on that'll stand the test of time. So that's your challenge this month. Your subconscious mind is showing you that things can come and things can go. So this is telling you that if there is something that is exiting your life just as quickly as it came in, that's okay. It means it's making room for something better to come in. I do feel like the Knight of Wands is pretty non-committal, so maybe that's your energy. Maybe subconsciously you fear commitment, and so that's something that Spirit wants you to start working towards, finding that stability. And maybe you need to start dreaming again about a future partnership. I feel like that could be something you're struggling with at this time. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I always get lost when I do these spreads, and I don't know why, but my brain is just not working. So your past energy at this time is that you've been juggling a lot. And so Spirit wants you to find the balance by letting things go that aren't meant for you, no matter what that happens to be. Maybe it's too much responsibility, maybe it's debt, maybe it's juggling too many things on your plate. So let go of what is holding you back. Sometimes you're carrying a really heavy load, and the only way to release that is to like loosen your grip and actually let go. All right, your past, your future energy. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Your girl can't count. It's a thing. All right, your future energy is the 9 of Cups. So we're going towards a wish fulfillment, so that's excellent. I get the sense that it has to do with either chasing your dreams or a future partnership coming in. So whatever or whoever it happens to be, it's very emotionally fulfilling. There's a lot of positive changes trying to come in. They're showing me that it could be somebody from your past, but I don't see that in the cards. But energetically, that's what they're telling me. This person that you maybe were with in the past was very much someone that you thought was your person. And so I feel like that brings you hesitation of, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to go through that loss again. I feel like this person is somebody who you can rely on to be there for you, and somebody who really will fill up your cup with a lot of love and emotions. Uh-oh, what's happening to my screen here? Okay, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. As I'm filming this, we're still in Mercury in retrograde, so I don't know what just happened, like I couldn't see my screen. Sorry about that, Virgos. Okay, so we are at your near future. Your near future says that you need to let go of the overthinking. Lots of worry, lots of sleepless nights, things like that. You're not really trapped. Can you see the truth for what it is and be able to actually see a solution? Maybe that's dreaming a little bit more. Maybe that's refocusing your energy. Whatever it happens to be, get out of your head and out of your own way. Your internal influence this month is needing to go in a new direction. I feel like part of this path is that you really want to make sure that you are able to choose what's best for your future. So if you look at this, there's two heads there. One takes you one way, one takes you the other. So you're going to have to make a choice of which direction you go for the future. I feel like this external influence is that there are things speeding up. Some of them might be out of your control, some of them might be in your control. This is telling us that it's important for us to make changes so that we can finally go forward. No more stuck and stagnant energy. Travel, relocation, purchasing a vehicle, all possibilities with that. All right, your hopes and fears. I feel like you're worried that whatever this new person is, that they aren't right for you. And so again, overthinking something. How about you take a chance and see where things go? Because I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised, but you do have a choice to make. This person may only have eyes for you and vice versa. So I feel like it is worth your time to invest in this person, but take things slowly and get to know them. They want you to choose them, and I feel like you are going to want them to choose you. There is a decision needing to be made. An unexpected offer might lead to love and commitment if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone. So dream a little bigger this month and see where life takes you. Taurus, let's see what we've got going on for you for September. Last week's monthly, I think it was last week's weekly, not monthly. There was an issue with the audio, so really hoping that we don't have that happen. If that ever happens in a reading, guys, please let me know in the comments. I will do my best to try and re-record a reading for you. Can't guarantee I can always do that, but please let me know so that we can actually get it taken care of. We don't want to leave anybody out. All right, Taurus, what is your theme for the month of September? Moon in Capricorn, 22 accomplishments. It's time to scale mountains to gain a sense of achievement. So you're overcoming some obstacles in the month of September to get to the top of this mountain. So keep going. I feel like there will be challenges presented to you, but nothing that you can't handle in order to see the view from the top. All right, Taurus, what do we need to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of September. Remember, check the timestamps, guys. You'll find your sign. Ooh, Taurus, you start with the Sun card. So this is the happiest card in tarot. It's seen as a fresh start, a new beginning, new opportunities, love, marriage, children, the whole 9 yards. So I feel like there's lots of positive changes coming. And Taurus, I know you don't really like changes, but if they're good changes, it's totally all right, right? Maybe not. We'll see. But I feel like there are positive changes coming in for you to find the happiness you're looking for. And for some of you, it could lead to a long-standing commitment, things like marriage. So embrace those changes because it's for your betterment. Your challenge. Can you engage with creative pursuits and passions? Is there something on the back burner? Are there things that you wish to achieve, goals that you wish to go towards, achievements, and scaling that mountain? I feel like fear could be holding you back from maybe doing something that's an artistic or creative pursuit. So release that fear this month and go towards the things that excite you. All right, your subconscious is telling you that there might be some deception around you, so really use some caution. There could be someone who's manipulating you, someone who's out to deceive you, or somebody who is potentially no good for you. So really pay attention to that. I feel like you don't want that in your energy, so you're going to have a strong backbone and to eliminate that as best as possible. Your past energy. There could be a really good paying job coming in for you. I feel like maybe this job was something you thought you wanted, and maybe it's not initially once you actually get into it. So decide accordingly. I do feel like there's new opportunities for you coming as well. So you're going to need to let go and move to greener pastures. Again, you could be moving physically, traveling, relocating for jobs or work. Your future energy, I told you there's changes coming. So embrace the change and go with the flow. The tower is coming to destroy what no longer works in your life and rebuild out of the rubble something better, something that you need. Sometimes we have to scale those really difficult mountains in order to see, okay, the view from the top was worth it. All the challenges and the hiccups were worth it, but the change can ultimately be scary. So don't fear the change. Know that things are happening for you, not to you, and that is an important lesson. All right, your near future. I get messed up on the list every time. I don't usually do Celtic crosses. All right, so we do have a lot of heartbreak and pain that we need to actually address. You need to work towards healing. We don't want to sit in this energy because it's very negative. You could also be dealing with things like grief, loss, and mourning. Again, change is here. Not all of it's pretty, but some of it is very necessary. So be willing to embrace that change. Your internal influence this month, there's a lot of internal conflict. Why are you so fearful? What is going on within you that needs to change? We need to go towards peace. Find your center, find your zen, find the conclusion to all of this conflict. I feel like there could be external forces creating that as well. So competition, clashing egos, rivalry, definitely some battles going on. And I feel like a lot of it's happening internal, although some of it may be actually external as well. So your external influence, honey, this is self-imposed restriction. So it's you that's refusing to change. You need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to see things differently, and you need to see that there are a need for things to change. That's what's going to help rectify the situation, whether it's financial, love, creative pursuits. All of these things can be changed if you stop holding yourself back. So embrace the change and be willing to let go. Your hopes and fears this month are around finances. I feel like maybe the job that you're currently in is not cutting the mustard. It's just not enough money. Expand your horizon and look elsewhere. There's millions of places you could work at in this world. So find one that works better for you. If it's a goal or a dream to stick with something, then don't give up too soon. But know that the frustrations are going to be something that you deal with to get to the good stuff. So you've got to make some decisions on what needs to go and what needs to change. All right, so your final outcome is that you are choosing to walk away from something or someone in the month of September. The change is necessary to get you to your happily ever after, quite literally to get you to your happily ever after. So whether this is a relationship that doesn't work or a job that doesn't work or anything in your life, be willing to make the changes, as scary as it can seem, because without change, we are stuck and stagnant, and that's not where you want to be. Remember to let it flow this month. Go with the flow. Changes are happening for your highest good. They are not happening to you. It is happening for you. Last but not least, our Capricorns, my apologies to you for the last weekly message that we had. It cut off at, I believe, Taurus. And so if you did not get a good message, there was a collective reading as well as the live that we did. And so I try and make sure that you guys all have a message. That one was a technical error. I think my microphone died or whatever. I've checked it. It's on. We've got the green light. Green light's on, so we're good. My other one is backed up in case it happened to cut out. I've been checking it periodically, so my apologies. Let's see what your central theme and focus is. Moon in Aries, 13, courage. It's time to believe in yourself. I really love this card for a couple of reasons. One is courage is a word that really means a lot to a lot of people. Sometimes we feel like it's a hero complex, like we have to be so courageous and fight all these battles. Sometimes that hard work is done from within. And the second reason I love this card is the butterfly. It's symbolic for change and transformation. May start as a caterpillar, but will transform into something so beautiful. So you might be going through your evolution, your metamorphosis, your transformative energy in order to emerge. And that takes immense courage and determination to succeed. So believe in yourself. I feel like that's something that you might need a little bit of courage in order to keep going on your journey. Know that that's something that we're all going to face is challenges along the way. So your focus in the present moment is to set or plan some goals for the future. Financial goals, spiritual goals, health goals, whatever goals that you have, you need to start planning and setting some of those at the current time in the first part of September. Your challenge is to shift your perspective. Can you see the glass as half full instead of half empty? Remember that it's refillable. So if you shift your perspective, you'll realize there is still something positive to salvage. Find the silver lining. See the good in a bad situation. Your subconscious is telling you that you need some boundaries this month, so stick to those. I feel like that could also be a goal of yours, and that takes immense courage in order to actually achieve. You need a backbone. You need to be strong. Draw that line in the sand and don't let people cross it. Stick to your boundaries. You need those going forward. In your past, we have the High Priestess. So this is telling us that in the past, you really trusted your intuition. There might have been a lot of advancement, spiritual knowledge, really kind of digging deep into who you are at your core. Why did that change? Is something going on that you need to tap back into that energy? Yes, you do. In order to feel like you are courageous, you need to trust your intuition and your instincts. So don't let that thing be a thing of the past. It needs to be part of your future. In your future, we have the King of Cups. I refer to him as the ideal father figure. He's nurturing, loyal, trustworthy. He's honorable. He's somebody who he makes a great partner. So whoever this is that's coming into your life, I feel like is going to turn your world around for all of the right reasons instead of the wrong ones. Your near future is the Nine of Coins. So this tells us that some positive changes are coming for our finances. It's also an indication that the fruits of your labor are paying off. So all of the hard work that you're putting into yourself, your work, relationships, it's all going to pay off for you in the very near future. Your internal influence this month is love. So there are new opportunities coming in. Maybe you haven't met this person yet. It's emotionally fulfilling, and I feel like it's something that you really desire is love, connection, partnership, and to feel fulfilled by love. Remember to start with self-love and self-care. That's where it begins. You cannot rely on another person to fulfill your happiness. It starts with you. So you need to pour into your own cup first. And if you look at this, they're pouring into another vessel. So pour into you first, and then you will have plenty in reserve to give to someone else. All right, your external influence this week, this month, is the Ten of Swords. Externally, there's things you're going to need to cut off. You may have hit rock bottom somewhere. It could be in love. I feel like you really need to eliminate these obstacles in your life, and that takes courage. It's hard to let go of things that you really wanted, but I feel like they are dragging you down and kind of pulling you to the depths of despair. So it's time to get out of survival mode and learn to live again, and that can be very, very difficult. So courage is needed. All right, your hopes and fears. There is communication coming in. It might give you hesitation. You might be fearful of, oh my gosh, am I ready for this? You are if you're doing the work. So are you doing the work? The communication coming in comes in quick. I feel like it does surprise you, but I feel like you're hopeful about the future once it comes in. Your outcome this month is forward progress. Remember that that's not always a pleasant scenario. Sometimes it can be quite difficult. You're trying to wade through the muck and the mud to get to the other side, but there is forward progress coming. So no more stagnation. I feel like it's also telling you that you might be traveling, moving, or relocating or purchasing a vehicle. But again, we are getting out of this period where we're scared and we're fearful, and we're going to have some boundaries. We're also going towards things that bring us joy and happiness. We're also letting go of things that are toxic and negative. So you've got a lot going on this month. Remember, dig deep, find that courage. It comes from within. And if you feel a little lost on this journey, check in with your higher self, source, and spirit, and ask them, what is the next step and which way do I go? Have a great month. We'll see you soon.